Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. We want to be taking a look at the Jasmy price at one more time, because of course you can tell and you can feel already that the market is excited one more time. And then obviously because Jasmy is one of our favorites here, we want to be taking a look at it. It's also showing signs of life right there. Where exactly are we headed with Jasmy? Because of course you know that I have got prices of as high as something like $1.20, probably not for this cycle, but I think that the trajectory for Jasmy is really clear that it's all the way up, right? So before we get into the content, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for Jasmy content will now be able to find this video much more easily. If you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, I want to encourage you to do so, really, because I do TA on Jasmy and a number of altcoins on a regular basis. Without me further running my mouth too much, let's jump right into the first chart that I want to show you here. I want to show you exactly why I'm excited to be in Jasmy other than any other altcoins which are out there, maybe except for something like ICP and a few other of them. But I think that I mean, overall I think Jasmy is where we are supposed to be in all of us. So you see here, this chart is Jasmy relative to the rest of altcoins, obviously excluding Ethereum, and you can see that Jasmy is poised with this specific setup that we have here to outperform the rest of the market. I mean, with at least 80%. So I mean, if you are in anything, right, if it goes up by whatever percent it goes up, Jasmy is likely to outperform that thing by 80%. And we see that Jasmy is actually abusing completely BTC here. I mean, look at this setup, right, that we have on BTC, pretty much the same thing that we have on Jasmy, but from the bottom right here to where BTC is sitting is only up something like 16%. With the same setup, Jasmy is up as high as something like 34%. So I mean, it's really clear where we are supposed to be in, because the gains are here with Jasmy, right? So that was just pretty much it with Jasmy relative to the rest of the market. But what is Jasmy doing itself right in this moment? You can see that we are still stuck in that range that we have been stuck in for about 63 days right at this point. And I know that of course it gets boring at some point, right? I can even see even the viewers on my channel are getting lower and lower as the day goes by, because people are losing patience. But I think that is definitely a wrong approach, right? Because yeah, this is like a market dynamic. It happens time and again, right, that you get slow a little bit. But this is not the time to be giving up here on Jasmy, because I'm just going to be showing you exactly that yeah, we are still stuck in that range, really, like in the normal zone here, 50% likelihood of the price hitting the top of the range or hitting the bottom of the range. But we have got some encouraging signs on our side here, especially with Jasmy. So let me just go ahead and pull those ones up here. We have talked about this before. We have been saying that, look, this is the MACD, and it's indicating that even every single time we're falling to the downside here, it was also getting like weaker and weaker, meaning that Jasmy is gaining momentum to the upside, and we have just started building right there. So that definitely is something that is fantastic. But right at this point, I mean, the RSI isn't really giving us the green light, because remember, we want to see the RSI above 62, and then we can say that this is confirmation we are out of this trading range, and it's moon time right there for Jasmy, right? But I mean, this thing is pretty, I mean, it has held up pretty well, right, obviously. So I think that we are going to continue right there. The challenge that we probably have right now is that if we just get off Fibonacci retracement 2 from the very top here to the bottom, you can see that we are sitting at right around that 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. It usually is a nuisance, but the price is really trying its best to work out that level right there. At the same time, we are seeing BTC trying to attempt the same thing. So we have Jasmy and BTC right at the same point, and obviously whatever is going to happen with BTC, I mean, BTC is slightly higher at the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, right at something like 67,000. Once we break and abuse this line right here, that is definitely going to be reflecting on Jasmy as well. I mean, Jasmy, if you are asking me about the exact numbers, we are looking at something like 2.1 cents right there. So we're going to break that. I think that that's the main resistance that we have right at this point. I mean, on top of that, we still have the 0.618, the 702, the 786 as we go higher, but this one here at the 0.5 has been the main resistance. And considering the indicators that we want to see, especially the RSI here trending above 60, is one that I actually put a much more weight on. So once we have those conditions right there, I think we are pretty good. Right now we are at 57 here with the RSI, but we can actually flip it around nice and easy. So short term wise, I think we have done a pretty good job explaining what is what right there. But really, this is not where we are much interested here with Jasmy. We want to be taking a look at the longer time frame perspective. What exactly is Jasmy doing and where is it headed long term? We have got a fantastic structure here that I want you to look at from right at this point. Take a look at this point here, something like July 2021, and I want you to compare this structure to this structure here that we have witnessed of late, and really has been a fantastic ride as well. So that chart that I'm talking about is none other than Velo. So let me go ahead and pull up the Velo velocity price chart here. I didn't type it nice and easy, so let's go here with Velo one more time, and you see that, look, Jasmy has got like clear structures across the whole market, right? So take a look at this structure here. On top we've got Jasmy, and then we have got Velo right below this, and you can already see that, look, I mean, even right at the beginning of the structures here, we have the same kind of price action here, and the crossing structures are also pretty much the same thing. Even heading into the bottoming structure was also pretty much the same thing. And take a look at where we are with Jasmy right at this point. We have been saying that we are stuck in a range, right? Also take note here that Velo was also stuck in its own range after trying to rise all the way up right there. So let me go ahead and clear this because it's going to be disturbing the price at one more time. So let's try to clear that now. I mean, bear with me guys, really I should have done this before the whole thing. So you see, this is exactly where Jasmy is sitting, and this is also where Velo was sitting back in the day. And then now what eventually happened right there is that Velo managed at least to hit the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level, and you know, this is exactly where it headed to, 1.618 Fibonacci extension level right there. I mean, for Jasmy, pretty much doing the same thing here because the structure is really much the same. And mind you, this is not the only chart that we have on Jasmy. I've shown you other structures that have the exact same thing here, and like all pointers are pointing to Jasmy doing fantastic, right? So from the very bottom here, you know, from the top actually, sorry, to the bottom here, doing pretty much the same thing. We are targeting the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. This is exactly 50 cents here for Jasmy, and I can tell you that 50 cents is not out of the picture here with Jasmy. From where the price is sitting, that will actually be indicating something like a 25x here for Jasmy. Now we have talked about structures like as high as the 3.618, as well as the 2.618. 1.618 is also like the minimum before all those things, and everything is lining up for Jasmy here. I mean, whatever the case may be, we have even said that the worst case scenario is around something like 23 cents. That will be a 10x from where the price is sitting, 25x and all that. I think that the trajectory is really clear here with Jasmy. So I'm really optimistic, man. I just can't help it, right? And I hope that some of you guys are actually optimistic as well. I know you are optimistic because we have been through this bear market all together, and yeah, I mean, it's the conviction that we had back then that was actually leading us to hold this thing until where we have gotten to this point. So yes, no hopes have been lost, no whatever. I mean, just a matter of patience. Obviously, when we are ranging like this, it's not pretty, it's not cool, but these are some of the stages that you have to go through in this market, right, to make it at the end eventually. So obviously, remember, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't be buying or selling anything because of anything I say, right? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll have to see you on the very next one. Take really good care of yourselves. Bye.